In this video, we're taking a look at the GoRhino RB20 running boards in textured black, fitting 2024 and newer Tacoma double cabs. These running boards are going to appeal to the Tacoma owner who's looking to add some protection, off-road style, and functionality to their truck. These are a high-quality steel running board that makes for a rugged visual statement with some added protection and versatility that goes perfectly with your truck's styling. Running boards are some of the easiest mods you can make to your truck, and unlike a lot of other modifications, they can serve multiple purposes, like the RB20 boards that we have here. Of course, the primary function of any running board is access to the cabin, roof, or bed space. Now these are going to measure a very wide 7.5 inches all the way through, so they're going to provide you a nice solid foundation on which to put your feet all the way back. Now for somebody who's a bit shorter like I am, I find these kinds of steps way more helpful than smaller ones or even drop steps. And that's because it is a good stable platform to lift yourself up on and gives you access to pretty much anything you could need on the cabin or in the cabin of your truck. It's going to be especially helpful if you've got a lift on your truck or you're planning on fitting one in the future, especially if you've got a roof rack or something up there that you need to get to. The punched hole design here also helps to improve grip by letting water and debris drain off easily and giving the tread of your shoes something to grab onto. Now that brings us to the other big benefit here, and that is the protection. Now as you can see from our truck here and looking at these on the table in front of me, these are actually a pretty low profile design despite their width. And they tuck up pretty close to the rocker panels of the truck. So if you're doing any off-roading or overlanding, these are going to provide you a lot of protection for your rocker panels. It's not going to seriously affect your ground clearance or your breakover angles. You're not sacrificing a ton of capability by having these on there. And the tough construction means that if you do happen to hit them on something, they can take that beating and they'll bear the brunt of it as opposed to your truck taking the hit. These steps are made from heavy-duty 16-gauge steel that has been zinc-coated and galvanized to protect against rust and corrosion. And once that's done, they're finished off with this textured black powder coat that you see for a little extra protection. The finish is super durable and it can really take a beating. It's also going to help give you a little extra grip since there is some texture on the step here. And with all that, I think it's safe to say that these are going to stand the test of time, and they should do quite well if you live in a pretty harsh climate. The bottoms of the steps here are also quite open, so they're not going to retain moisture in the same way as something like a tubular step would, which again is just going to help maintain their look and their functionality for a long time to come. When it comes to the price, these are going to kind of land right in the middle of the pack. Expect to spend around $625 on this setup. They're not going to be quite as expensive as some other larger steps or electric folding steps. But I think that means that these present a good value because of their construction, the clearance they provide, and the accessibility factor. So all of that taken into consideration, I think the price here is pretty darn good. As far as installation goes, these get an easy 1 out of 3 on the difficulty meter, and the job should take you about 2 hours to finish up. All the hardware you need and all the bracketry comes in the box. You don't need to cut or modify anything on your truck in order to get these fitted as well. So it's going to be a simple bolt-on installation. And we're going to show you the process now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop.
First install, you need a ratchet and a 13mm socket. All right, now we're going to get started by just going over our brackets first. We want to make sure that you have the right ones. Now we have all of our driver's side ones lined up here. You'll see that all the brackets angle towards the front of the vehicle. On the end where the steps will mount, we have our front with our 2 bolts wider apart. Our center, it's just they're connected together. And then our rear, which has that double right angle going on there. So we're gonna start by going underneath and getting these secured, and then we can get our steps on. So we're starting out on our front bracket here. You'll see the 2 holes in the threaded holes in the body. Get our 2 supplied bolts. They already have washers on them. Thread them in. Then we'll grab our ratchet and our 13mm socket and tighten those 2 down. Now we're gonna move on to our center bracket. Have our 2 supplied bolts, thread them in. And same thing, grab our ratchet and 13mm socket and tighten those 2 down. Then you go ahead and do the same thing for the rear bracket, bolts the same exact way. Now we're gonna get ready to put our steps on. Now we just have to put our brackets in the bottom of the step first. So simply, you're gonna have the nut plates on the bottom. Slide it in here, just give it a turn, it'll lock into place. Already have both of the other ones in here. We'll be able to move them in spots of our brackets down there. They're gonna install with the same hardware that we put these brackets on here. So we're just gonna gently flip this over. They fall out, not a big deal. We can put them back on. And we're just gonna rest this on our brackets. Then we can go underneath, get this positioned where we need to, line up our nut plates with our brackets, and get our hardware installed. Now we're gonna come underneath, line our nut plate up with our bracket, install our 2 bolts. Now I already have our other 2 ones lined up and our steps in the position that we want. So we're gonna grab our ratchet, 13mm socket, and tighten this down. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing at the other 2 locations. And that wraps up our install of our Go Rhino RB20 running boards, textured black for a 2024 newer Tacoma double cab. And remember, for everything Tacoma, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.